Hello and welcome to another Season 13 ETF2L Premier Division interview. That's right, Season 13. Running a bit late, and I tell you what, I normally prepare for these things. I usually have a set of questions, do my research, but the guy I'm interviewing today, he's like a brother of mine. I know him like the back of my hand. It's none other than Crack Clan's Retsh0ck, or should I say formerly Crack Clan's Retsh0ck. What's up, Asaf?
I'm great. Feeling good. A bit nervous.
You should be nervous. This is a big deal. This is like a job interview right now because you've got no team. What happened,
Yeah,
Retsh0ck?
definitely. I guess.
Wait. Don't spill your heart yet. You know what we have to do first. It's tradition. I've got to ask you, man. Well, I suppose it's too late to ask you what you're wearing in Season 13, but let's say, what do you consider when you're choosing a hat to wear in TF2? What hat do you think gives you the edge over your opponents?
Well, obviously, it has to be quite stylish, obviously. And as long as it's tall, because it's big, because size matters.
Are you overcompensating for something?
No, I guess not. I'm using that parrot hat for demo, or at least I used to, and that little parrot on the shoulder.
Nice. Do you have the cannonballs?
Yeah, I think I did have them, but I think I removed them at some point.
You traded them to me. That's what happened.
It could be.
Well, that's good to know. Let's build it up, We'll start off at the beginning. Season 13 was pretty good. Your team, Crack Clan, finished second, but it started off way back in September time when me and you hooked up. We had Matnon on board. We had Fadestep, all your Jew buddies. Where are they now, man? What happened? How does it feel to be the last Jew?
I guess what happened at the beginning is that we had me and Matnon wanted to leave the old Crack clan, which was the Jewish one, with the whole Israeli clan. And then we saw Fadestep who wants to sort of come back into the community. So we asked him if he wants to open a team, and then I think he told me that you guys were opening a team with Ips and Sam or something like that, and Brego. So then we kind of made a deal, or however you want to call it, that we open a team the way it was without Brego and someone else who got left out, I think.
Tarkus?
Yeah, it could be Tarkus. Yeah, Tarkus had some drama about it. But basically, what happened then is that Fadestep wasn't that active because just when we created a team, he got a new girlfriend and started going to more judo competitions and stuff. So we had to replace him. And then, well, you know what happened with Matnon. I kind of got left out,
Yeah. And what were your expectations at the start of the season, What did you think this team could achieve?
To be honest, when we had Matnon and Fadestep, I was being really confident and quite optimistic, if that's what you want to call it. And I thought we can at least be second place and maybe give Epsilon a runner-up for their first place shot, yeah. But then after Fadestep and Matnon got left out, I guess, I didn't expect much. I thought third place, maybe fourth, because TLR looked quite strong at the beginning, to me anyways. That was our place in my heart.
But it turned out a little bit differently, We ended up finishing second. I suppose I should just come clean here and declare that I've got a conflict of interest. Yes, I play for Crack Clan. We played in the same team, it's true, guys. But we're going to blow our own trumpets here, man. We finished second, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that was great. What happened actually when we picked Minimus, like before we even trailed Minimus, I thought, oh well, he's a decent soldier because I never played with him. I only played against him before, and I've never seen him or thought about him as that good of a soldier. And I guess Minimus surprised me the most out of this team because he really played like he got into Matnon's shoes quite well, I guess, if that's how you can call it. And after that, we just got more and more chemistry going and tactics and keying it up and that worked out well.
So this is the point I'm leading up to, Retsh0ck. We had such an amazing season. Everything got so much better, and yet you still chose to leave. Why did you stab me in the back, bro?
What happened is that, well, to be honest, just after Matnu left, I already knew that I wanted to leave just after Matnu left, but it was, I think, on the first week of ETF2L or something like that. And I knew that if I would leave, then most likely you guys won't have a team, and then I won't have a team. And I did want to play, but I just didn't want to play without Matnu that much. So I decided I want to stay with the team and do play this season with the team we have, because I did like the people we had. It's just that the main idea of forming this team at the beginning, to me anyways, was to play with Matnu and Fate Step.
Yeah, see, whenever you said you were going to leave I think it was maybe after we beat TLR in the playoffs, you said you were going to leave, and then I just thought, yeah, this happens all the time. People are like, I'm going to drop out. But by the time the next season comes around, they're like, yeah, maybe I'll play. And I was waiting, Retsh0ck. I left it as late as possible. I thought you would come back, but I had to pick up Brago, who I suppose was originally involved, so I guess it came round full circle. But right now, you're signed up to a new team in ETF2L. What's happening with that?
Yeah, the new team is an Israeli team. Basically, I think at least half of our roster is playing, is in the army at the moment. So I guess we could make like some officials happen. I don't know if we'll be able to finish the season or play all of them, but we're not planning on even PCWing. We just like a couple of old Israeli veterans, if that's how you want to call it. Some friends trying to have fun.
Yeah, well, I suppose I can leak some slightly confidential ETF2L information. I don't think it's that confidential, but I know you guys applied at least to be in the Premier division. Was that a serious thing? Do you think you could compete in Prem?
No, I doubt we could have. Well, to be honest, it really depends on the roster we're playing with. Because if we did have Roy, for example, I think Roy could have been the changing factor in this team. But I don't think Roy will play in any official. Maybe one, but not the rest of them, I guess. If Roy could have played, then we could have made like a proper roster who could have played like maybe low Prem, I guess. Because the people there are quite talented at most classes.
What is Roy Adler doing with himself these days? Why has he turned his back on TF2?
Yeah, Roy's in the army at the moment. He's doing some course, however you say that. He's just doing some super confidential stuff. He's not even telling me,
Okay, if he told you he'd have to kill you, that sort of thing. Probably best that you don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
So, like, talking about the Israeli scene, and I suppose this idea that you have to go to the army, obviously a lot of nations in Europe have this conscription, but like, say, Finland, it's a lot shorter period. Maybe it's like 6 months, 12 months, but in Israel, it's 4 years, right? Mandatory?
It's 3 years for men and 2 for women. But obviously, if you do want, then you can make it longer.
Do you think that's been a big factor in why we don't see so many Israeli players coming through? Or like, obviously in the past we had like Real and some high-level Israeli teams, but they haven't lasted the test of time. Is it cause players keep getting taken away to the army?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a factor of it. Another one is that gaming in general, esports gaming, it's just not as common, or just not as common in Israel, I guess. Like, you don't see much players, I guess, or people who are 20 years or older playing computer games and that kind of stuff.
You're actually quite a young guy yourself. How many more years will it be before you have to head off to the army?
I'm almost 18, and I need to go to army in around 8 to 10 months, I suppose. Maybe a bit less or more.
So realistically, if you want to get an ETF2L title, you need to go big in season 15, before you head off to the army. Is that a priority for you?
No, I guess not at the moment. I'm just at the moment, just another reason I kind of left TF2 is because I want to have like step back from gaming in general, and also my schedule. I play in a football team or train at the moment, so I can't really afford the schedule or playing time in Europe.
Yeah, people who follow the forums or maybe just follow CrackClan or have you on Steam will know that you play a lot of Dota 2, but you're also a big FIFA 13 man. Any aspirations of going pro in either of those games, or are you just done with gaming altogether?
No, I doubt I'll ever get pro in Dota 2. This game is just way too difficult. You need to be too smart, and I'm not that smart of a person in general. And about FIFA, I'd love to be honest, but I can't see that happening as well.
Like, you're obviously a big football fan. I'll give you a little question here. Like, who is your idol in football? Who do you respect the most? Who do you look up to? And also, who is your idol in TF2? Favorite player of all time for both sports?
My idol in football, I'll start with the football one. My idol in football is a former Real Madrid player. Was a Real Madrid hero, pretty much. His name was Raúl González. Plays in some Qatar league, I think now. Yeah, I used to look up on him, and whenever I played, I kind of try and do stuff I used to see him doing and all kind of that shit. I really liked him. I remember trying to look like him when I was younger and all that shit. And about a TF2 hero. Yeah. And about the TF2 hero, I guess it would be either Matt Noon or Player 32.
Player 32, blast from the past there. You've got a real hard-on for the Israeli scene, huh? Are you still playing the Israeli pickups? Is that still active?
It was quite inactive in the last few months. It has been active lately.
And are you regretting your decision to leave CrackClan? That's what I really want to hear. You know, I want you to beg me, Retsh0ck. Please, let me come back.
I guess a part of me is kind of sad about it, but I'm not regretting leaving because I think that's something I needed to do. And so far, it's like I'm doing other stuff which are well for me, I guess.
Did you talk to that girl you like?
Not yet, unfortunately.
Well, this video is going to go up on YouTube eventually, so if you've got any good chat up lines or some advice for Retsh0ck, how you can work the ladies, put them in there. But we'll keep things on topic here. Obviously, I'm a total lazy bastard, and season 14 has started. Well, you could debate it. We're in the scheduling week right now. It's not officially week 1, but what do you think of the Premier Division this season, Retsh0ck? How does it stack up? Is it more competitive than last season? Do you wish you were playing in it?
To be honest, I think it is a bit more competitive than last season. Basically, mainly due to Epsilon's roster changes. I think Gear was a great player there, and I understood he's leaving. And I don't know.
Yeah, it's they still seem to be trying people out. I haven't heard the official word from them, but every time I played them in practice, it's a different roster every day. So I think definitely Bash is going to come in for Walters on Scout, but they haven't settled on a soldier yet, or whether or not Mike will be Pocket or Roamer.
I didn't know about the Bash thing. Actually, I think Bash, compared to Walters, is an upgrade, honestly. Mostly, maybe it's just because I played with Bash in a team and I really enjoyed it. But I just think he's an amazing player and really fun to play with, and a horrible player to play against.
I'm gonna take you back in time to near the start of the season, Retsh0ck, where you called Numlocked out in a random comment, totally out of the blue on Vanilla TF2. It was some pre-match statement, and I'm gonna paraphrase what you said here, but you basically said anyone who would say that the enemy is going to focus them in the pre-match statement is a stuck-up faggot, and this became a running joke in CrackClan. But do you have any bad blood with Numlocked? Is that just some competitive banter there, or is there anybody you hate in the Premier Division, I guess I'm trying to get at?
No, I don't think I have any bad blood with Numlocked. It was just a competitive banter, if that's how you want to call it. No, I don't have actually anyone who I hate in Prem. I'm not the kind of person who's looking to fight or to start wars or something like that. I don't like that.
You said you you hate to play against Bash. That's a compliment, obviously. But if you could assemble a team of 6 players, you can include yourself in there, like a European super team. Who would you put in there, man? Who's your 6? 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, a demo, and a medic I'm looking for here.
I would say, like, for all times, or no?
I'll let you do both. We'll milk this. We'll milk it. Give me both.
Okay, from all times, I would put Royce on medic, me on demo, Matnan on soldier, Pescanova on soldier, Stefan and Bash on scouts.
I like it. And for season 14, let's say?
And the current one, I would say Mike and Ips on soldiers, assuming one of them would pocket, I guess Mike. Nox on... No, I don't think... I put you on medic. I would put Numlocked on demo. And I would put Bash and Stefan again on scout.
Oh, I'm crying tears of joy here. Thank you, Retsh0ck. You made my day. That's 2 super teams I've made it on to. Nox said he would pick me. Well, I was excluding players for Epsilon, you know, but I'm clearly kind of a big deal. But I want to know, Retsh0ck, are you going to follow Crack Clan this season? Are you going to be cheering us on? Because we're going for number 1, man. We're going for that top spot.
Yeah, obviously. I'll try my best to... Well, obviously, I will follow you as much as I can. And I hope you'll manage to be better than last season, obviously.
See, I want to know what happened to that Retsh0ck mug. This is something that came out around the time of the playoffs. Docs, our manager, suggested the idea of you could buy a Crack Clan mug with Retsh0ck's face on it. We could have any number of humorous catchphrases in there, such as the classic, "Are you stupid?" or something. Retsh0ck, why didn't it happen?
I don't know. I guess putting my face on the mug is not on my priority at the moment, if that's how you want to call it.
You're just a private man, you know. You want people to respect
Yeah,
your privacy.
if anyone wants
it?
to see my picture, I can send one, but I'm not on the mug. Nope.
Oh wow! Hopefully we can get some merchandise out for this season. But looking into the longer term, you're still going to play TF2 with this team for season 14. But does the game still interest you? You know, is the reason that you left Crack Clan? Have you grown tired of TF2? Are you looking for something new? You know, obviously you want to go do real life for a while, but does TF2 still hold your attention?
I think definitely TF2 still holds my attention. I've never grown tired of it. At some points I did play less or more, but I loved the game throughout all my supposedly esports career, I guess. It was a really fun game to play, and it still is a fun game to play. And definitely, yeah, I'm still playing like pickups and stuff every now and then. It's just that at nights usually, or at the game time, and a bit before that, I'm just not as available as I was last season.
Well, do you think you've peaked? Is this the high point, if you will, in your esports career? Is this like the point where David Beckham moves to LA Galaxy? You've been put out to pasture. You're too old now, man.
No, I don't think I'm too old for the game. I'm quite young, to be honest, for the game itself. And yeah, I think if I could, I would definitely play more. It's not about being old or being tired of the game. It's just, I guess, purely to do with my timing of that training and practice and whatever other shit happens.
Well, I hold you in high regard as a champion. I loved that season where Crack Clan won the ESL, came all the way up from 4th to beat Power Gaming in the final. I think that was one of the greatest seasons, although people tend to disagree with me. But do you think you have another title in you? Could you come back and be champion in season 15?
I don't know, it could happen. I mean, I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no, because I don't know, honestly. I don't think it will happen this season, but I can't tell. Maybe next season, or the one afterwards. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we've just gone past the 21-minute mark, so I'll sort of wrap things up, Retsh0ck. Since you're fading into the background a little bit here, you know you've stepped down from the limelight of the Prem. You're still going to play, but what advice would you give to an up and coming demo man? What would you tell them to work on? How could you help them make that jump into the Prem?
Um, I think most demos on Div 1 and on Prem as well. Like, for example, I saw, I think it was Outsiders demo or Pargen, I can't remember, one of the French demos that I played against lately was really good, mostly because he was a bit more cheeky, if that's the word, than other demos. Like, he dared to do more stuff and he didn't give credit to the teams or whatever. I think teams in general shouldn't like be afraid of the opponents they're playing and just play their own game.
You should play without fear or disrespect.
Yeah, just disrespect your opponent.
I'm gonna stumble
Yeah,
over these
just
guys.
keep swearing at them and make fun of them on Mumble, not on chat, obviously, but like, you know, just give them any credit.
Well, I'll say, you know, just it's been a joy to play with you, Retsh0ck. You really are a great teammate, and I'm sad that you've left. But I'll give you an opportunity to shout out to anyone you want to before you wrap this interview up and wrap up season 13.
I'll definitely have to shout out for Sam, because if I want, he's like gonna cry to me on Steam or something. So I guess that's my only shout out at the moment.
That's great. Well, I will wrap up this 7th and final ETF2L season 13 interview. I've been Admirable. This has been Retsh0ck. I'm probably going to do something for season 14. Maybe I'll interview not just Premier players, but just people who interest me. Let me know in the comments what you think. But thanks for your time, and I'll see you later, bro.